What's up, guys? Another concept knife for you guys today. This one came via a Therapeutic Edge, and I will link to his channel down below also because just in case you don't know who he is and you've been living under a rock, go check him out. He does some great stuff too, and he kind of started helping with this pass around group that I'm part of. I'm part of a couple of pass around groups actually, and this one is one that he kind of started out with. And so it's been great, and he's become a good friend. He's been up here to Napa, gone to dinner. He and his lovely wife, Women Carry Knives, and so yeah, big shout out to him. Thank you very much for letting me in the group and helping out, loaning me stuff and all that. It's been great. Him and I loan knives back and forth a little bit, a couple times here and there. It's been fun. So that's kind of what that's actually part of the great part of this YouTube community is we get to share stuff with our fellow YouTubers, and it's pretty cool. So anyway, let's dive into this Kansept Spirit. This one is pretty cool. I do love the this kind of sculpting on the blade. I just think that looks cool. It's aesthetically pleasing to me. This is a titanium frame lock flipper, just kind of standard affair. But it's not very blingy. It's businesslike, and it works great. So I do like the upswept blade, and just, it's just kind of cool. So zoom in a little bit. Pretty standard Kansept affair. Plain blade, logo, blade steel there, serial number, and the name of the blade on the back. That's pretty much it. Pretty bare bones here, but it just works. It's kind of clean and classic. Nothing you don't need and everything you do. Fits really well on the hand. Let's zoom back out here. And I think it's just, I like the shape. It does run on ceramic bearings, and there is a little bit of weight to the blade, so it does help it kind of close down. The hole in the blade does work as a thumb flipper, kind of. It's not really intended for that, but it will work, and it will middle finger flick, spidey flick, whatever you want to call it. So there are a couple of different deployment methods, which is pretty cool. I mean, a lot of people get into that. I don't really care. The way the knife is intended to open, if there's only one deployment method, that works for me. No big deal, really. But yeah, this one fires out every time. Now, like the other Kansept that I just did yesterday, there is no texturing or jimping on the flipper tab. This one works a lot better and feels a lot more comfortable than the Gremlin I did yesterday, but I still wish there was just a couple of lines, just a little texturing up there. That would just be it would just be a little bit nicer. So let's dive into some specs. And before that, I just hit just over 2,100 subscribers, and I am working on a very cool giveaway for when I hit 2,500. Depending on how quickly I get there, it may drag out a little bit with the holidays and everything as I get things shipped in and coordinated. It might be not right instantly at the 2,500 mark, but something kind of cool is coming. I'm working with a couple of different folks to make it happen. So stay tuned for that. And if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Let's get to that 2,500 mark and beyond, hopefully. But I think you're going to like what I've come up with. And the idea came from a couple of friends. So it's kind of a collaborative idea. And I think it's going to be cool. So stay tuned. It's 4 5/8 closed, 8 1/4 overall, 3.56 inch blade, and weighs in at 4.6 ounces. So this is super carryable. I mean, it's a really good everyday knife. And Kansept is very cost effective. I did not look this one up. I meant to. But it's probably in that 200 to 250 range. And I think that's just a great price point for something in this category. So I'll do a couple size comparisons here. Next to the Sharpie, the Spyderco Delica. I should have grabbed the smaller Kansept Gremlin that I did yesterday, but that's on the other table that I cannot reach right now, so you're just going to get what you get here. Moving up in size a little bit, how about the Holt Spectre? Just about the same size, generally. And since we're in that kind of same size range, how about the FIF 20? And because I have it right here on the table, how about the FIF 23 also? If I can get these all lined up. There you go. That's a pretty good comparison. Yeah, I think the Spirit is right in that perfect size of what I carry. I generally don't carry anything much smaller than that. Like the Gremlin was too small for me to carry, but I think that'll be perfect size for most people. Well, and here you go. Next to the large Sebenza 21. So almost identical in size. The Sebenza is just slightly bigger. But if you can carry a Sebenza, you can absolutely carry the Spirit. So there you go. I mean, really cool knife. Glad I got to check it out. There's a couple other Kansepts that I have in hand also that I will be doing videos on here in the next couple of days. So stay tuned for those too. I will also link to my Kansept playlist down below so that you can check out some of the other Kansept knives. What else? I think that covers it, guys. I greatly appreciate your few minutes that you take to hang out and watch some random knucklehead show off a knife here on YouTube. I know there's a lot of choices out there, and so I'm very grateful for the 2,100 people that have subscribed over the almost year that I have been on YouTube. And there is a special giveaway coming for my 1-year anniversary, and I hope it gets here in the mail before the actual date, so that I can get the video up and all that. I'm hoping. So it's on its way. I hopefully will have it, but yeah, stay tuned for that too. That's going to be a cool one. So thanks, guys. Have yourselves an awesome day, and yeah, come back tomorrow. We'll see you then. Thanks.